Some relatives are difficult. Some patients can be difficult. And then you've got issues with them, you do not escalate. Like you just feel, I got this. And you refuse to tell anyone. You refuse to escalate to your manager or to the midwife for coordination for that day. Guys, when they get to that podium first before you, when they report you first, you're not going to like it. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Succinct Jumi. I know it's been a while, like a very long while. Okay, I do not really plan to make this video, but then I found myself here. I'm all alone and I was kind of bored. I said, why not? Because honestly, it's been a while I've wanted to shoot this video. I think this particular video has been overdue since last month. It's been from one a lot to another a lot for me, guys. I've been going through a lot. Like, I hardly have time for myself, and I think it's the kind of energy that comes with summer. If you are not deliberate, guys, 24 hours is not going to be enough. Although I'm busy doing other things, so it's not as if I've been so redundant, and that kind of give me encouragement that I need. Like, don't flog yourself. Whenever my mind just gears into my YouTube channel, I'm like, oh my god, this YouTube, oh my god, it's over 2 weeks, over 3 weeks, and I'm just like, no, calm down, girl. You're doing a lot, and I give it to myself. Honestly, if it wasn't that I was holding this phone with my hands right now, I would have given myself a round of applause. So if you can do that for me, thank you guys. In today's video, I would be talking about 5 things I've learned as a midwife 1 year after. Last month made it 1 year that I started working as a midwife in the UK, and that's why I said this video has been overdue since last month. Like I used to say, I've tasted both the good and the bad, and I can categorically say this is what I want, right? So 1 year later as a midwife, here are the things I have learned. Number 1, blow your trumpet. If you don't blow your trumpet, no one is going to blow it for you. So this is where I'm coming from. I've worked as a nurse, and honestly, I don't know if it was where I was working before. Whether you blow your trumpet or not, they only see what they want to see. Yeah, they only see what you want. As a matter of fact, even if you've been blowing your trumpet all the while, you know, every time, every day, and a particular day you mess up, no one is going to remember your trumpet for anything. So as a midwife, if you've done way beyond what you should have done, like, you know, there is a specific hours you should work for, there is a job specification for you or allocation for you for a particular day. If you have done way beyond that, let your manager know. Probably you work in a community, oh, I was meant to have 3 home visits today, but then I was able to do 5, or I had to take up 6 just because someone called off sick or whatever. Make sure you blow your trumpets, guys. If you can't reach out to your manager, let your coordinator or the in charge for that day, let them know. Because honestly, these things, I do not really count them. You know, blowing your trumpet is like you want to be recognized, you want to be noticed. But here, I see it's a big deal, and it's kind of sets the pace for how people view you, how they feel you are helpful. Okay, for instance, I could hear one of the IV pumps bleeping, and I go into the room. I disconnected the IV pump, probably because it's finished, and there's no point leaving a patient on the IV pump if it's finished. So I disconnected the cannula and the giving set from the pump and everything. I discarded it. Once you see the midwife, I am expected to tell the midwife, oh, your pump was bleeping and I did that for you. And say, oh, thank you. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Because if you do them, if you keep doing it repeatedly, if they don't know you are the one doing it, no one is going to recognize your effort. Everyone sees you as someone who is not always ready to help. So what am I saying in essence? When you are in Rome, you behave like a Roman, okay? So when you're helpful to people, blow your trumpet. Yeah, let people know, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, okay? So the second thing is going to be the law of first mention. Actually, I would actually say escalate. You know, in medical term, I would say escalate. I belong to an academy where my coach is always talking about the law of first mention. Actually, this is between the law of first mention between parents and their children. Okay, but in this case, this does not even apply to parents and children alone. Even in your working place, like as a midwife, okay, I'm just going to limit this to being a midwife because this is what I've learned. And honestly, when I discovered this particular point, this law of first mention, I would always, my mind just keeps going back to my coach. And I'm like, wow, this is not just applicable to parents and child. With the law of first mention, like I was saying, it doesn't, even I think about this law of first mention, I have learned from nursing. Like if you have a situation with or an altercation with a colleague and you're the first to report to the manager, guess who has got the upper hand? That one person who has reported. But now that I'm in the midwifery, it's actually very much more evident. Yeah, much more evident. And you're like, and this is not only about your colleague, it's also your interaction with the patient, with the relatives. Some relatives are difficult, some patients can be difficult, and then you've got issues with them, you do not escalate. That's what I was saying when I said I would also, you know, try and interchange the law of first mention with escalation. Like you just feel, I got this, and you refuse to tell anyone, you refuse to escalate to your manager or to the midwife for coordination for that day. Guys, when they get to that podium first before you, when they report you first, you're not going to like it. Or you got a difficult colleague who you've just been like, you know, giving a very long rope to pull. You've been ignoring. Don't be surprised that that difficult colleague would go behind you and report you first. She is the difficult one. You are the, you know, accommodating one. By the time he or she goes to report you first, guess who's going to be blamed? You. Then by that time, you want to talk about you want to say your own side of the story. Then they'll ask you, why didn't you report earlier? Why didn't you report earlier? Stop tolerating people's excesses, all in the name of I'm the easygoing one. No one gets the award for easygoing. I don't know. This is the Western world. This is not a place where you will be saying, I'm just trying to respect. Out of respect, respect is reciprocal. Okay, fine. Respect is reciprocal. I know that. But when you gotta talk, you gotta talk. When someone is bullying you, making life difficult for you, you got to talk. The person bullying you will go behind you to report you first, and you will be like the villain. You will seem like the villain. At the end of the day, you've got no support. They investigate, and just because she's taking that one step. And don't forget that at the instance where they've gone to report you, on that particular day, it could just be that they've instigated you, like they've provoked you, and you have reacted. That your reaction will be taken and it will be reported. And for every time they've been provoking you, for every time they've been instigating you, no one does anything because you have not reported it before. You have never mentioned it before. You have never emailed it before. So what are you saying? What are you saying? How do you want to be justified? How do you want fairness to play out? There are panels they set up sometimes for these cases, like, you know, let's hear from both sides and blah, 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 blah. But because at the end of the day, you have chosen to take in so much. So those things you didn't report, if you start reporting them now, guys, it's not really going to hold water. It's not going to hold, you know, a pinch of salt. So that is what it is. Learn to escalate on time. Learn. Honestly, even if it's not going to be kind of official report, make sure at least your midwife for coordination for that particular shift, or when that situation happens, knows about it. If it is involving a patient, let them know. Escalate immediately. In this country, when patient reports you first, oh my God, it's a different ball game. Guys, watch your back. Watch your back. Talk when you have to talk. Escalate when you have to escalate. All my years in nursing, I have never reported anyone. Like, I never did any escalation. But in midwifery, I'm not saying I have reported so many people, but then I've learned to escalate as necessary. If I don't escalate in writing, or if I can't see you in person, I gotta send you a mail. At least someone should be in the know. Okay? That's that about that. So number 3 point would be taking every opportunity you get. Guys, in nursing, when you see someone in a high rank, high position, and you ask them, oh, what do I need to do to get to this position, or what do I need to do, what courses do I need to take, or what skills do I need to get to this level. They never really talk about it. They just say go for it, or they tell you, oh, it took a number of years, so then they just make the whole thing big, and you are like, you're discouraged already before, and you see yourself not even starting at all, not even trying to take the opportunity at all. But what I've observed with midwifery is they would even draw you close. Like they would tell you, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. The opportunities are numerous. In midwifery, they bring the opportunities to your table, like different opportunities. They bring the opportunity, they present it to your face. Like, choose your choice. If you want to go for it, you go for it. Like, and when they tell you, develop yourself in this area for this particular number of years, this, get it done. Get it done. Take opportunities. Honestly, I think nursing has got more wider scope than midwifery, but as narrowed as midwifery seems, the opportunities are easier to get when you know what you want. When they bring the opportunities, stop giving excuses, except you like where you are. So, and I know not everyone has got that zeal. If you are comfortable where you are, that's fine. This might probably not be for you, but if you are seeking to progress, the opportunities are numerous in midwifery. Take them. You see, the past almost 2 years, because I think I spent over 1.5 years in nursing. You see those period, I never heard of one opportunity. As a matter of fact, I've got people then who had spent 5 years and they were still band 5s, and me being curious, trying to ask them why have they not gone further, get it done, progress, and they were like, oh, they really want to, but there are no openings yet, no applications or no registrations, or the manager is saying they can't do this now. And I'm like, what? If this person has spent 5 years in this particular trust, in this particular ward, and you are still saying there is no opportunity, sorry, I'm just coming in, what hope do I really have? I know we've had stories of people who progress from band 5 straight up to band 7, but how many people really get that progress, boom, like that? How many people? Let's be realistic. There should be a kind of, I don't know, but in my country, Nigeria, I think there is a number of years you can use, and then you get your promotion. Then another year you get your promotion, blah blah blah, just like that. I know some trust here in the UK who does that. Yeah, I know one of my friends' trust where she worked, almost everyone we came together had gotten progress, a kind of progress or the other. But in some other trusts, some are taking 5-6 years to progress, and I'm like, is it you? If it's you, if it is what you want, like I said, not everyone would really like to be forefront, kind of thing like that. If the opportunities are not there and you want it, trust me, it's going to really, really limit you. Because no matter how hard you try, you're going to get frustrated. Anyways, all through the time I was working as a nurse, I had just one thing in mind. I was not even struggling for the lot of specialty that people really, really wanted, because I know what majority of nurses in my trust wanted then. My own was different. And I was really, immediately I got to that trust, I had been speaking to my mentor, my preceptor then. I had been speaking to him, telling him this, and he said, don't worry, relax, you will get it, blah, blah, blah. Guys, 1 year later, when I asked my mentor, okay, how do we go about it? Guess what he told me? He said, Jumoke, there are some kind of people that get these vacancies. It's not just for anyone. Excuse you? It's not just for anyone. So what kind of persons do you give the vacancy to? If it's not for anyone, are you saying I am not worthy? Have you even tried me? You say, get your competencies, do this, do that. I did everything. So what should be delayed? I've done my part. You should keep to your own part of the deal. You should keep to your own part of the deal and give me what I deserve. I have done my assignment. I did it clear and clean. It broke my heart, and I think that was at that point I said, no, I cannot just be having this my midwifery certificate and be wasting it instead of fighting for another nursing specialty. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I dusted my book, went back to midwifery, and not a single day I have not regretted. because the knowledge, the skills I have acquired, the trainings I have gotten, honestly, I can gladly say my portfolio feels enticing to myself. I'm happy I went for the midwifery. I'm happy they, presenting opportunities to you, not withholding opportunities from you. Guys, oh my God, I'm becoming so emotional, and I don't like being emotional on camera. Okay, so it is what it is. Take opportunities. As a midwife in the UK, take opportunities. But while taking opportunities, do not overwhelm yourself. I've had to start a particular course this year. I had to weigh my options. I said, no, Jimmy, you're not going to do this. As a matter of fact, one of them is closing today, and I'm like, I thought about this month. Should I just apply? I'll soon be done with this course now. Let me just apply, and then when I'm done, halfway, I'll just join. And I'm like, no, girl, just relax. I'm relaxing now. At the moment, I just want to relax. So when I'm done with one, I take another one. So what I'm saying, take opportunities, guys. So that's that about that. The number 4 thing I have learned as a midwife in the UK is move towards people who encourage you. Honestly, I know it's a lot with this our job. People are physically, emotionally drained sometimes at work, and it's so difficult to see someone who is going to encourage you. So sometimes you just have to encourage yourself, but there is always that 1 or 2 people. There is always that 1 person or 2 persons that would always find time to say, oh, sister, you're doing well. Sister, you're doing well. Go for this, go for that. I know like few people in my place of work like that. They do not know my dreams, like they do not really know what I'm aiming for or my ambitions are. But when I discuss certain things with them, they've never said, don't do it, or if you do it, if you do it, you are bo. That means you see shege. I don't know how to interpret that, but it's just like saying you go see when, you go see shege. They keep saying you can do it. People that are doing it, they don't have to wait. You can do it. Or maybe I apply for a certain post and I'm like, oh, do I apply for this? Do I know that? And they say, don't worry, you can do it. You learn on the job. Or, I'm trying to take up a particular task and I'm saying, how do I do this? I don't think I can do this. How do I do this? And they say, take it. You will learn on the job. People who are matrons today, people who are where they are today, that you look up, that you place on high pedestal, on high, ranking in this place. They started from somewhere. Most of them learned on the job. They learned on the job. So they keep encouraging me, go for it, go for it. Those are the kind of people you should surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Like there are just this tiny percentage of people that will just make you see reasons to not want to stop. I've worked with a MCA, one of maternity care assistants, while I was in the community, trying to get some community experience as a midwife. And the way this lady so encouraged me, I was still new then. Honestly, anytime I see her, I just give her a warm hug, and then she continues again. She talks and talks and talks. Oh, you can do this. Oh, go for it. Oh, this. Oh, that and that. She is a MCA. Sometimes she has to go by my directives, right? Sometimes, but she doesn't look at that. She still advises me, encourages me, and gives me that proper word, give me some kind of pushes and say, girl, you can do it. Those are the kind of people you should surround yourself with. And lastly, on the lessons I've learned in my first 1 year in the UK, midwifery is not all rosy. I know a lot of people, when you see my video, you want to cross from nursing to midwifery straight. Hey, be calming down, you people. You people should be calming down. Are you ready for it? Like, do you really want it? Or it's because of my video and you feel like, oh, this girl, this midwifery must be really good, let me go. Do you want it? Do you love it? Are you passionate about midwifery, or it's about what you're seeing maybe from me or from any other person on the internet? As much as I encourage everyone who was practicing as a midwife at home, and probably you are in nursing now, you are not getting what you wanted, you feel exhausted every day, you don't have that fulfillment, as a nurse, I would encourage you to come to midwifery. 1,000 times over and over again, I would encourage you to come to midwifery. But then it is important to let you know that midwifery is not that rosy. We've got our good days, like everything is going normal as planned. You know, we all have what we plan per day. Maybe you have electives today, electives are going to be done beautifully. You have normal cases today, normals are going to be done peacefully. But there are days of emergencies, guys. On days of emergencies, guys, it is back to back to back to back. And those days you just question yourself, have I chosen right? Am I meant for this profession? Is this profession meant for me? Hope I didn't misrun. Guys, so midwifery is not all rosy, but overall I would choose midwifery over nursing. Like I said, 1,000 and even 1,001 times. Okay, so I've got a sister who was telling me about one of our colleagues back home who came here and started practicing straight away as a midwife. She's never practiced as a nurse, and she's saying she wants to leave midwifery, she wants to go to nursing, she doesn't like midwifery, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, she's made her choice. If she wants to go to nursing, fine. She could actually find that fulfillment in nursing. But for me, mine is in midwifery. Like I used to say, I have tested both. I know what I want. I come for what I want, and I'm happy. Overall, I'm happy. I think I've got more my brain is more relaxed. Although there are certain words in, you know, midwifery that stresses you out, okay? I'm not even going to deny that, but Lord God, overall, I am happy. Overall, this past 1 year has been like the best moment of my life. I have achieved more. I would say I have achieved more. When I say achieved more, it doesn't have to be in material things. It doesn't have to be in material things. I would say I have, you know, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, I think I have achieved more. I think I have achieved more. Even for my family, my children, I think I've got more time. Honestly, yeah. So that's it. 1 year as a midwife in the UK, it's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap. 1 year is a wrap, and we are on our journey. We are on our way to the 2nd year, okay? And we're gonna bask. We're gonna bask into it like a champion that we are, like a midwife that we are. So thank you guys for watching this video to the end. I really hope to be consistent more. But honestly, I'm going to try. I've had some juicy topics to talk about. I've had them scribbled down, jotted at some points that I would like to discuss with you guys. It is just what it is, but I will try. I will try to just put everything together, and I would be giving out the videos back to back. Thank you for watching. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly please subscribe now. Do not wait for tomorrow might be too late, guys. Subscribe now. And if you have subscribed, thanks for coming back. Please don't forget to like this video, share and comment, interact, okay guys, and let this video go wider. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.